Not everyone will become wealthy, but everyone can become wealthy. Why? Because not everyone is ready to do what it takes to become wealthy. These are facts that you should know. There are rules that guide wealth building. These are rules that 80% of the world's self-made millionaires applied to become wealthy. Becoming wealthy is not just about luck. If you are unwilling to be disciplined in following through, you can never be rich. I applied these money rules, and today I'm where I want to be. So, what are these rules? Stick with me as we dig into 10 of them. But before we continue, please subscribe if you haven't done so. All right. 1. The penny rule. As children, we're often taught the financial rule, watch your pennies and your dollars will watch themselves. Though it may sound cliche, this simple advice holds a great deal of truth and wisdom. If you take $1 and double it every day for 30 days, guess what? You would have $1,073,741,824 in the end. Yes, that's over $1 billion. Don't allow the figures to scare you. Start somewhere. The first $100,000 are often the most difficult to save, but the more money you make, the easier it becomes for you to make more. 2. Understand the money-making game. Getting ahead in the money-making game is like winning in any game. To increase your chances of winning, you've got to understand the rules. Ever wonder why some rich folks dodge taxes like they're playing a real-life game of hide-and-seek? It's not luck, it's strategy. They've cracked the code, understand the game, and play it like masters. The more time you spend understanding the money game, the sharper your skills become. Sure, you might not start off as a pro, nobody does, but with practice and dedication, you'll be making moves like a seasoned player who's been in the game from the get-go. 3. The 1 million rule. It's a simple but genius concept. If you want to swim in the $1 million pool, find a way to impact the lives of 1 million people. Charge them just $1 each, and bam, you're the newest member of the Millionaires Club. This isn't some wild idea from a fortune teller. It's from the book The Millionaire Fast Lane. The author of this book is a successful individual with a significant fortune of $10 million. In his book, he emphasizes why you need to break free from the vicious cycle of trading time for money and instead focus on generating value that benefits the masses. So, if you're daydreaming about that $1 million mark, put on your thinking cap and brainstorm ways to touch 1 million lives. Crack a joke, drop some knowledge, build homes, or simply make their day brighter. Teach, entertain, sell something useful, anything that adds value. Sell 1 million of whatever you've got, and you're practically swimming in money because tomorrow they will all be willing to ditch $1 just to see or listen to you. 4. The opposite rule. When the news is screaming about the market crashing and everyone's hitting the panic button to sell, that's your cue to buy. When your sweet grandma and chatty neighbors suddenly become cryptocurrency experts and start tossing around Bitcoin tips, that's when you might want to consider hitting the brakes. The opposite rule is all about doing the exact opposite of what the crowd is doing. Everything popular has little to no benefit to it. It's not just for the stock market, it works for businesses too. The moment a business model becomes the talk of the town, you've likely missed the boat. I learned this rule very early in life. And I was able to shift gears from real estate investment to crypto trading 5 years ago before it became popular. And I made a hefty buck off of it. So instead of elbowing your way into a crowded market with millions of others, take the road less traveled. Find something that's not in the limelight. That's where the real opportunities hide, away from the noise and the crowd. 5. Ask for help. Seeking guidance and learning from those who have walked the path of success is a proven strategy for success in any endeavor. Do you know of any billionaires who did not have or never had a mentor? Warren Buffett had Benjamin Graham. Mark Zuckerberg mentioned Steve Jobs as his mentor. Oprah Winfrey talked about how Maya Angelou has inspired her, and many others talked about being mentored to success. I've got a lot of mentors as well, not just one. How about you? You want to become a millionaire without learning from the rich? How do you intend to go about it? Mentorship, whether in person or through resources like books, podcasts, and videos, can be a game changer on your wealth-building journey. 93% of billionaires attribute their success to mentors. This emphasizes the significance of seeking help and learning from the experiences of others. 6. Avoid crabs. Navigating the world of ambition and success is like dealing with a bucket of crabs. Surprisingly enough, these crabs do not need a lid to keep them in because the moment one tries to climb out, the others pull it right back in. It's like saying, no one gets out of here alive. Now transfer that crab mentality to people in your life. You're driven with big dreams, maybe starting a business, and here come the naysayers. It's not necessarily personal. Your ambition is like a spotlight on the void in their lives. And guess what? They don't want you slipping through the cracks. So what's the move? Toss those crabs out of your bucket. Surround yourself with the kind of people who lift you up, not pull you down. Hang out with the millionaires, the go-getters. Let's face it, if you're rolling with a crew binge-watching an 80-hour TV show instead of chasing their dreams, guess where you're headed? You'd soon be part of them. Choose your squad wisely, my friend. Success loves good company. 7. Stop renting your time. In the book, The Almanac of Naval Ravikant, there's a quote that truly describes a major rule of building wealth. You're not going to get rich renting out your time. Think about it. Those stuck in the time for money trade rarely hit the jackpot. Real financial freedom comes from owning a piece of the pie and having equity in a business. The most important word here you should never forget is leverage. You've probably heard financial gurus chanting about it, and for a good reason. Leverage is your ticket to building substantial wealth. So what's this leverage all about? In your business, hire someone to double your efforts. Tap into other people's skills and leverage debt strategically. Let's be real. You can't amass true wealth by doing everything yourself or living on a paycheck. 8. Master the 5% rule. We all know about the 80-20 deal, where 20% of your efforts give you 80% of the results. Well, after diving into the wisdom of successful folks, I stumbled upon a power move. The real game changer is in the 5%. Identify those 5% of actions that truly move your business. What are the golden tasks that only you can handle, the ones you can't toss to someone else? Maybe it's the sales calls, crafting killer content, or creating your unique product. Delegate the other not-so-important tasks and focus on those important ones. Imagine if you shift from spending just a couple of hours on those vital 5% things to going all in, dedicating a whopping 80% of your time to them. Your business is going to explode. 9. Stealth wealth. See, there's this trend where some people hit a financial high and suddenly feel they're on top of the world. They dive into flashy cars, fancy watches, and big houses, all in the name of showing off their success. But guess what happens? The economy takes a nosedive, and they end up losing it all. Stealth wealth is the secret sauce of the millionaire next door. It's about being cool with the not-so-shiny car and the not-so-massive house, just living below your means. This isn't about being super frugal, but rather about sustainability for the long haul. It's steering clear of the trap of blowing everything you have just to look rich. Because let's be real, when the economy pulls a strange turn, you want to be that person who's chilling at home, unbothered. So the next time you're tempted to splash your cash just to flex on the gram or impress the neighbors, think stealth wealth. Lastly, singularity of focus. The rich do not do many things simultaneously. They focus on one thing at a time. It's like a common thing. You see the average man hustling, doing a million things, but the money isn't rolling in like they want. But I've never seen a successful person who hit the jackpot by juggling 8 different acts. No, they focused on just one thing. They start a business, and it crashes and burns. Undeterred, they dust off and launch another one. They keep at it until they strike that golden idea, the one that turns them into a millionaire. Here's where many of us stumble. We try to do 10 things at once, spreading our attention thin like butter on toast. And guess what? When your focus is all over the place, those ventures start tanking. Frustration kicks in, and it's game over. But the key is to make sure that 100% of your attention is on that one thing at a time. These wealth-building rules are like golden keys to financial success. Following these principles has paved the way for many to achieve their money goals, and they're ready to do the same for you. If these rules hit home and you see their potential, give that video a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.